Cathy Guzzi with us here in the John Mendola Show. Obviously, you're an assistant coach at Abington Heights, so let's first talk about hooking up with Coach Klingman and what that experience has been like for you.
Oh, it's been about 10 years that we've been together, and Deanna had called me when she took the position. She left the University of Scranton and came on board as head coach at Abington and asked me to join her, and it's been a joy every day. It's become a big part of my life and our continued friendship.
That's awesome. Let's talk about the squad this year here at Abington and having some success. And these ladies look like, hey, we got some good coaches. We want to work hard for them and kind of continue that tradition of success at Abington Heights.
Yes, they're very hardworking. We're young as a group, but experienced in other ways. I think the one thing that I find is a common thread is they enjoy each other's company. And that sounds like a very simple statement, but these kids enjoy each other, they love to play the game, and they're creating their memories, and it's their journey. Abington has success. We've been to the arena now in district championships for the past 9 years, and each team is different. But these kids, it's their journey, and I think that's one of the themes that Deanna really gives to them and speeches about. It's all about them. It's not about the coaches,
Deanna just kind of usually, you never kind of look at her as, boy, she just thinks so much of herself. She's just one of those people that, she tries to get the best out of everybody. How do you feel like you complement each other as coaches and what you kind of add? You'll probably be like, I don't think I add much, but because you're so humble. But talk a little bit about, what you feel like you do to kind of add to the squad.
Levity at times. Deanna is extremely intense and extremely competitive, and she has been her whole life, and that's why she's the success she is today. But at times I'll just tell her to breathe, and we laugh on the sidelines. If she's seeing something that's not going the way she thinks it should be going, and I will say, Deanna, smile at the girls. They need you to smile right now. And she doesn't want to smile, but she smiles.
There we go. I like it. We'll move now from Abington Heights to the University of Scranton. Obviously, a great honor this past weekend for Coach Strong and the University of Scranton. What was that like to kind of catch up?
Oh, that was memories came flooding by. We had seen each other 20 years ago, but we're at like 40 years now from an event that meant a lot to us, and to see people at a different stage. We saw each other when we were in our 40s, and now we're seeing each other in our 60s. And it's different. It's very different. We've lived a long life so far, so we have so many memories, but it was the memories that we had 40 years ago, and to be able to step back in time and be almost young in your mind again, maybe not in body, but to be young in mind and hopeful and spirited and laugh a lot. It was an overwhelming, fun experience.
Coach Strong said, I don't think I could coach the way I used to coach. He was pretty intense. Do you remember some of that intensity back in the day?
Yes, he wanted perfection. He demanded it in a really good way, and everybody wanted to live up to his expectations. Everybody enjoyed playing for him. He gave everybody an opportunity to get on the floor, and that's what I'm really grateful for. We worked hard and competed, and he allowed that to happen.
We all have a story. We heard Deanna's story. I'm like, wow, that's a story. What was it like to be her teammate and to say, how is she doing this?
She was remarkable. She was a remarkable student athlete. She's a remarkable person now, but I have no idea. Going to classes and trying to keep yourself together in the demands of that, and then going to practice and games and traveling and missing classes. I don't know how she did it. It's remarkable. I remember one time one of our players years ago said, "Oh, I'm exhausted." And I said, "You have no idea until you have Deanna Klingman exhausted." I don't know how she did it.
When you look back at that journey in that year and how special that was, can you remember little things that just kind of stand out, or whether it was a bus ride or a game or a speech from Coach Strong?
The game was the game we won before we went to the Final Four. So it was Johnstown, Pitts, and we heard noise. We were in the locker room and we heard something like a thumping, and we're like, what is that? What's going on? And we sent our assistant coach up there, Peg Garrett, and she came running down, and just to see her face was like a little kid. She goes, there's standing room only up there. That we were floored by that, and we came out of the hallway and looked out into the gym, and you're kind of just peeking out before we run out to the music. And I'll never forget that sight. Never.
Great to share the memories. We appreciate your time, and all the best.
All right, thank you.
You're awesome.